Continue on to the next episode. Da kann Mopsy jetzt wieder den Anfang von mitkriegen und nächstes Mal die Hälfte verpassen. Turnabout was? Das habe ich nicht gesehen. Ach, der Fall. As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Da erinnere ich mich nur noch daran, dass ich irgendwo total festhing. Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops, you die. Oh, die gute alte 3DS-Grafik. Oder stand ja wirklich You Die? Das wusste ich nicht mehr, aber das war jetzt irgendwie klar, dass das dann kommt. June 15, 9:12 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Also bei dem Fall weiß ich auch nicht mehr, wer dahinter steckt. Ich erinnere mich nur noch an irgendwas, wo man was untersuchen musste und irgendwie, dass ich da irgendwo voll nicht weiterkam. Aber mit unserer geballten, vereinten Logik-Power werden wir das bestimmt alles hinkriegen. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial and I lost both my mentor and my job. Ja, das fand ich auch schade, dass Gumshoe nicht mehr da ist. Das war irgendwie... Ich meine, sie wollten halt irgendwie eine Art von neuer Trilogie starten, glaube ich. So nur mit Apollo, aber das kam nicht so ganz gut an. Weswegen sie dann ja auch wieder Phoenix zurückgeholt haben. In den Teilen danach. Und vielleicht haben sie deswegen halt verschiedene, alle Charaktere aus 1 bis 3 halt versucht, neue einzuführen. Aber ja, kein Gumshoe. I'll admit it. I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. And yet here we are. Here being the legendary Wright & Co. Law Offices. Okay, Justice, time to stop trembling. Ah, you must be here for the interview. Right this way. Weiß nicht, wer das sagt. Huh? Ah, sie. Hello there, you found the right place. Welcome. Salary cutting noises. Ja, vielleicht ist Gumshoe einfach tot. Oder in Rente. Uh-oh, what's with this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Begin what? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Talents? Yes, well, you must have at least one. Well, I guess defending? Defending, an unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Let's give it a go, shall we? Huh? Go ahead, show me, defend. Just give it all you've got, don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can't just defend here. First lesson a professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? What? Defend? No? Excuse me, but do you know where you are? Huh? The Wright & Co. Law Offices, right? Oh, I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the side out front again. Sign. Look, let's read. Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. It all came flooding back. The trial. That girl. Ja, vorhin, das ist ja jetzt schon ein paar Monate her. Wir sind ja jetzt im Juni. Hello, sir. Please pick a card. That's right, she's my daughter. Trucy Wright. Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo Justice, Attorney at Law. Oh, wir haben Optionen. Wow. Hier, da, guck mal. Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's an attorney's badge. It looks just like the one Daddy used to have. Ich will mich an jeden Umhang und Zylinder erinnern, den ich treffe. Good point. Now if I take this badge and do this and this, see? It's gone. Was, Gronk? My badge. What do you do with my badge? Keine Number-Option. Wie klingt Gronk denn? No need to worry. Just look in your pocket. No way, my pocket. Wait a second, there's something in there. It's a flyer for your agency. And here's your badge. You can have it back now. That's the last time I'll let her touch anything of mine, period. Ich glaube, Christian würde was anderes sagen. Examine. Okay, da kann ich mich hier umgucken. Alle wollten Christian erwähnen. Well, that fork is floating. Not. Why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti here? That right there is the whole reason I became a magician. Do tell. I saw a play just like that in a restaurant once. The floating fork looked so real, that's when I knew. Someday, I'd make magic more amazing than that spaghetti. Well, okay, good luck. There are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano. Ach, das ist ein Piano. Oh, stimmt. Those are my magic props. Practice, practice, practice. A professional never leaves their weapons far from reach. But you can't play the piano with all this junk on it. Oh, no one plays here anyway, and the neighbors complain. I guess Mr. Wright really can't play, huh? An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat. That's my favorite magician. I want to be just like him someday. Sure, nice. Guess it's good to have a role model, even if he's gonna be well over 100. How rude! Er hat doch nur gedacht, nicht? A flash of grape juice. It's one of those hula hoop things everyone was crazy about way back when. Really? I had no idea these were that popular. I'm not so bad with one myself, actually. Huh? I'm still learning. So you can really make someone levitate with it? Show me. I have no idea how to do that. It's just a normal hula hoop, isn't it? I was talking about using the hula hoop. A blue silk hat, just like the one Trucy is wearing. Oh, that's just for show. Don't wear it, please. Last thought from my mind, honest. I put it there so clients can see it and know who I am. Nothing says magician like a silk top hat. A strange split box leers at me from the wall. Is this one of those boxes for cutting people in half? That's right. This cabinet is used for an illusion called the zigzag. I've seen one on TV, but why is one just sitting here in your office? Oh, it's a little big for me, you see. So I'm using it as furniture. Hats at the top, shirts in the middle, and pants down below. Oh, los auf mit Maximilian Galactica. I think it's a nice touch, don't you? It's not exactly what I'd call a welcoming decor. Is this Charlie? Don't touch Mr. Charlie. Oh, this is Charlie. Das ist ja cool. Mr. Charlie? He's been in this office much longer than I have. Daddy's mentor had a great fondness for Mr. Charlie. He's lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney. Ach ja, Old Bag. Und Moe, Moe, die dumme Sau, ey. Dem will man doch echt die Fresse polieren. Egal. Ich wollte natürlich was viel Netteres sagen. Mr. Charlie. Right. Now I take care of him. That table doesn't look very sturdy. You've never seen one of these? It's a magic table. So, like, you make this teapot disappear? So you might think, but that's not it. Before your very eyes, the contents of the pot change. From Earl Grey to Darjeeling. Kinda hard to see the difference, I think. Oh, what's denn hier noch? Ah. All these legal books must be Mr. Wright's leftovers. There's a lot of unrelated books in here too. One Trick a Day, Magic for Idiots. You'd think a pro magician would aim a bit higher. Weiß ich, was Earl Grey immer alles mit ist. So kenne ich mich jetzt auch nicht so gut mit Tee aus. Okay. So, is this really a talent agency? You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. 2 people? Does that include you? Truly right, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows, paid too. I'm a professional, you know. Right. Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano? Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic. At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. So you're Phoenix Wright's daughter. That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy, get it? No. I'm in charge of this whole office too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree? 15? How old is Mr. Wright? Daddy? He's 33 this year. I'm sure there's a good explanation. I hope. About Mr. Wright giving up law. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? You know about that? Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal. So I heard here. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. Daddy, right. That reminds me about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in. Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital. The hospital? Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better. What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. Right, well, I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz geek some thought, okay? Wait, I'll go with you. Okay. June 15th. Oh, hier, da ist doch das Steel Samurai, oder nicht? Hickfield Clinic. So, this is Mr. Wright's hospital. Oh, nein, nicht der. Visitors. Yeah, are you the doctor? Gab's den nicht schon mal vorher? Hier, Dr. Hickfield's the name. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie ich den gesprochen habe. Good morning, Doctor. Oh, hey there, Trucy. Cute as ever. Is this Daddy's room? Oh, yeah. Sefty's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? Got any places you'd like examined? That's not... Yeah. I don't even know what to say to that. Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. Oh, why, if it isn't the daddy, you're the cutest little thing in town. Guess I'll be off then. Later, Trucy. Wow, what an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Vielleicht ist er ja inzwischen wirklich Arzt geworden. Mr. Wright. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What's that? Looks strangely familiar. How could you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. I guess some 7 years are longer than others. So, bitte sehr. A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. The Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, the Pink Princess, the Zappy Samurai Electric Boogaboo. They're all children's action hero shows. Well, this kid I know keeps sending them to me. Huh, like a niece or nephew? Something like that. Quite the collection. This kid's parents must be really generous with their allowance. Funny, Mr. Wright doesn't seem the type that kids would like. Hey, be gemein. Mr. Wright's bed. It's really messy. Es kann nur Pearls sein, ja. Look how messy this is. You're just hopeless without me, aren't you, Daddy? Heck, she's attempting to clean up. Look out. You got me. What can I say? I was raised in a barn. Try not to let word get out, Apollo, if you don't mind. Yeah, it might ruin your illustrious career pretending to play the piano. What's that on TV? Looks like some sort of action hero show. Oh, I know that one. That's the Sniffling Samurai. His booger flick attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd. I had no idea you like this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright. Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up, you know. Yeah, try not buying them. Now's the only time I get to watch and write out my reports. Your reports? It's a long story. Like, a lot of things, actually. This looks like a child's toy piano. Gotta practice. Wouldn't want my fingers to get stiff. A pro always keeps his weapon close at hand. Shall I play you a tune? No thanks. Oh, how unfortunate. I so rarely get a chance to play. Ah, Daddy, you snuck some grape juice in again. The doctor said you weren't supposed to drink that here. Trucy, look at the label. Oh, deep sea mineral water. That's fine, I guess. I switched the labels. Don't tell Trucy, okay? What can I say? The man loves his grape juice. Okay, ich glaube, das ist alles. Ich kann auch mal die Maus benutzen eigentlich, ne? Ah, doch nicht so richtig. Hier ist mein Mauszeiger und der Finger macht gar nichts. Aber wenn ich irgendwo hinklicke, dann kann ich den Finger rumbewegen. Aber auch wenn ich zum Beispiel hier rechts hinklicke, bewege ich trotzdem den Finger rum. Bisschen komisch. Das heißt, ich muss mit der Maus aktiv auf den Finger klicken, dann könnte ich den Finger wie meinen Mauszeiger benutzen. Naja, aber mit WASD geht's ja auch. Oh, nein, nicht move. Talk. What happened? So, what happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. Hit and... You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air, only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole. You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Well, thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. He really is as lucky as they say. About Trucy. There's something that, well, just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. Ich meine, 33, 15... Müsste ja mit 18 Vater geworden sein. Das passt ja gar nicht so zu den Spielen, die wir davor gespielt haben. And she's so big, not fat, but you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child. Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. But you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. My foot, I'm not buying it. Ahaha, my ass wahrscheinlich. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician, she's a genius. Aw, Daddy. You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them, you know. Da haben andere, ja, aber wir kennen ja die Teile davor, wo Phoenix schon älter als 18 war und keine Tochter hatte. So, why did you contact me? What could the right talent agency possibly want with me? I don't need to get prickly now. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged in like this. Huh, but didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway? Well, yeah, of course. Help, we're in big trouble here at the office. Big. Is the message I got. I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital. That's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent and the groceries? Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other two must fall. Oh. And this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school. Again. No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us, Polly? Huh? What? Now it's my fault? On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up. A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? Alright, I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker. Huh. Now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared. Okay, our client. Right, so who is the client? Ah, yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock. Okay, also hier. I was going to the Indochine pasta joint, Al dente's. Al dente. I play piano there, of course. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad? It's almost as creepy as here when you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. So, good luck. Huh? You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole. Oh, hold on, I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Don't worry. Once you've found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. I was just a joke. Huh? Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know. Even the ones that aren't very funny, actually. Your real client should be stopping by the office anytime now. The office? You mean the talent agency? No harm in going, I guess. It's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Do look into my accident too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. Es mentor is Moe, oh bitte nicht. So he's going to make me investigate this after all. Map added to the court record. Okay. I've marked the location of the accident on your map. Find the criminal who knocked me into that telephone pole. I want to kick his ass. Okay, give me one talk to talent agency. Hey. How long you planning on making me wait, eh? Good morning. Oh. Well, that's fine, huh? Hey there, Trusidol. Wie spricht man den denn? All's well that ends well, I guess. This is our client? Hey, so... Ich meine, er hat Nudeln. Hey, so this is that Apollo fellow, eh? Nein, da werde ich bestimmt gelyncht. Oh, yeah? Oh, yes, the name is Apollo. Look at him there. Arms all across the leg, ready to fight. Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Defense? Mamma mia, your noodle half cooked. It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen. Noodle? You know Mr. Aldoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly? No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him. You new in these parts? Not really. Then you know the best noodles in town, Eldon's Noodles. Whose noodles? My noodles. Help me out here, Trucy doll. This is Mr. Guy Aldoon, our client. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Aldoon. Anything for you, Trucy doll. Yeehaw! Attaboy, way to fashion. Oh, Phoenix used to do that to my pups all the time. Your father? Yup, he'd whip that bad boy out and say, put it on my tab. You would know I'm good for it. A tab at a noodle joint? Sieht ein bisschen aus wie so ein Trainer, irgendwie mit so einer Pfeife, aber ist ja eher eine Harmonika. Sorry, fella, but the only business I'm concerned with is my business. You gotta help me out. Get my business back. Who is this guy? So you run a noodle stand, Mr. Aldoon. Guy Aldoon is the name. And the noodles out of my game. The secret is in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for a year and a half. Oh, that's not that long, really. My family's been noodlemen for generations. Mamma mia, got a lot of expectations on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. It's a pretty old noodle. And fool that I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well. Oh, there was no denying it. Salty blood ran through these veins, boy. So it was like destiny that you became what you are. Right, destiny is the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. Not a mental image I care to linger on. So last year I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Eldon's Noodles. Well, so tell me more about Eldon's Noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? I make them so salty. They're saltier than the salt. No, I really don't want to find out. Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand. He frequented my pop's stand back during his tawny days too. Yep, him and his assistant. I'm sorry, I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Just don't murder me, okay? Wish you could, sonny. Huh? Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl about now. What do you mean? I was stolen. My stand. Gone. Ich höre komische Geräusche. Stolen. Wie alt ist der eigentlich? Ich glaube, den müsste ich eigentlich ein bisschen älter sprechen, oder? Ja, schon 46. It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing a high whistle. Just like that. It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder. He even gets complaints. Not sure if that's something to be proud of, but okay. No, you're just trying to butter me up. It sounded more like the blues than a whistle. You closed up my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then this morning, dark and early, it was gone. My keep, my castle, oh. Huh. Maybe some bum carted it off. Just guessing here. Well, I don't care who did it. Without a stand, I'm finished. My noodle bowls were in there too. That's the saddest thing I've heard all day. You? Okay. You would know it anyhow. That's the deal. Good luck. Huh? Wait. What exactly is your request? Buy a noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course, I make it so hot and salty 2 bowls would kill a man. Then I'd really need the defense. Speaking of defense, You know that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. This is... Hello, this is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? Get it back today if you can, Polo. You got the noodles to make. Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves. Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo. Well, I have a bad feeling about this. Listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel. I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen. What's this? More thieving and skullduggery? Well, someone stole a pair of my... Christian? So they were stolen. Your my panties, yes. Right, panties. That's a crying shame. That is trucy though. I was alone in the office last night. I had hung my panties out the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them, my favorite panties. I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait. Well, that was certainly brave of you. But I lost him. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do. A darn crying shame, yep. Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map. I'll be heading home now. Remember, if I find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Polo. Right. Stimmt, Alter. And you help a Trucy doll here too, you hear? Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases. I guess. Let's see where we stand. Not in the courtroom, that's where. Oh, well, I don't have anything else to do, so you might as well think about it. So the first item on our list, Phoenix Wright, Daddy's hit and run accident. We have to find the one who hit him. Who's gonna pay us for this again? You? And the second item, Mr. Alvin's request to find his stolen stand, for which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles. Wrong. And the last request is mine, to find my stolen panties. That bowl of noodles is looking better and better. Let's go, Polly, to the streets. Aren't you enthusiastic? How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me. I guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties. Oh. Warte erstmal ab, was in Trucy's Panties drin ist. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das will. Huh? Mr. Wright is gone. Maybe he's gone for an examination. He'll probably be back soon. Let's wait. I think it might take some time. Daddy always loves his examinations. Don't ask, Justice. You don't want to know. Why don't we come back later? Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, ich wollte nur wissen, ob es hier noch irgendwas gibt. The television's been left on to an episode of The Steel Samurai. Looks like the same episode as before. Must be his favorite. A small children's piano. I guess the man likes pink. A bottle of Mr. Wright's favorite brand of grape juice. After that trial, I'll never drink grape juice again. Clearly not a problem for Mr. Wright, however. A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. It looks ready to collapse. Better keep my distance. Mr. Wright's bed. Wow, what a mess. Trucy must be in charge of cleaning at home. Okay. Achso, wir müssen jetzt erst wieder zur Talent Agency, um von da aus woanders hinzugehen. Accident Scene. Na, gucken wir uns die doch mal an. Holy shit, what the fuck? June 15, accident scene. So, this is where Mr. Wright got hit by that car? According to the map, this is the place. What a huge mansion. Apollo, there's a nice-looking lady over there. Let's question her. Okay. I'm a little curious about the park over there, too. Was ist denn da los? Oh Gott. Sieht aus, als hätte jemand einen Daumen in Klamotten gesteckt. Excuse me, can we have a few words with you?
You want something?
Whoa, that husky voice. Why am I suddenly sweating? It's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money.
Oh, money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the Kitaki family mansion, little girl.
Oh.
You kid with the hair, you want something?
Me? No, not a thing. Bye. Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. Soll das eine Yakuza-Familie sein? Sieht aus, als könnte sie in Hades 2 vorkommen. Das war ja witzig. Den ersten Ace Attorney-Teil, der spielt ja eigentlich in Japan. Aber aus irgendeinem Grund haben sich die Übersetzer damals, ich meine, das Übersetzerteam der Ace Attorney-Teil ist eigentlich sehr gut. Finde ich, aber es war halt vielleicht nicht die klügste Entscheidung so auf lange Sicht, so in Retrospektive, dass sie das Spiel in ihrer Übersetzung nach Amerika verfrachtet haben, weil die Teile danach dann ja immer mehr japanische Elemente enthielten. So, und ich wollte gerade sagen, es gibt diesen tollen Comic mit Eat Your Burgers Phoenix, wo sie von der vor Sushi sitzen. Also mit jedem Ace Attorney-Teil gab es immer neue japanische Elemente, die sie dann in ihrer Übersetzung irgendwie zurecht erklären mussten. Wahrscheinlich wären sie am Ende besser damit gefahren, den einfach von Anfang an das in Japan spielen zu lassen. Jedenfalls, ich vermute fast, das soll vielleicht eine Yakuza-Familie darstellen. Und das könnte erklären, warum Phoenix gerade so Schiss bekommen hat und jetzt einfach schnell hier weg will. Ah, oder er kennt die Familie. Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something? But the Kitaki family, they're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town. Apollo, nicht Phoenix, ja.
If you're going to ask something, ask it. If you're man enough.
Right. Yay, way to whip into shape, ma'am. Does she know no fear?
I'm Plum Kitaki, wife of the fourth head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum.
I'm Little Apollo Justice, attorney at law. If looks could kill, this woman would be a mass murderer by now. Oh. Wow, what a big house. And the gate is so big. The Kitaki family is pretty big around these parts. Sieht aus wie eine kleine Pflaume. I like the fox, it's so cute.
That's our family crest from the old country.
Your family crest?
We're clever as the fox and our teeth are sharp.
So it's like a motto. You need a crest too, Apollo. How about the Scales of Justice or a lunar lander? I'll pass, thanks. Hier ist so ein... Sieht aus, als wäre da vielleicht das Auto gegengeknallt. Oder irgendwas auf jeden Fall, ne? Hier. Dieser Holzpfeiler ist ganz normal. Und der hier hat so eine riesen Delle und sogar ein bisschen Riss. There's paint splashed all over the gate. What a mess. Was this paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy?
That's right. I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring the scoundrel by, would you?
Of course, then you can make them clean up their own mess.
You're cute. Naive, but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. The There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess.
Oh, I wish I could say cool things like that.
I'll bet you do.
I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. Cooles Lied. A brightly painted dragon. Why do I get the feeling he's glaring at me? Those paints must have been to repaint this wall.
That's right. I called in an artist to do the job right. He's the third so far.
Oh, the third?
The first spilled paint all over the entrance here. The second on my kimono. So
No, don't tell me it's better that I don't know. Okay. Note to self, do not get employed by this lady. Ich kann irgendwie nicht hier nach rechts, oder? Muss ich wahrscheinlich erstmal hier.
Sorry, kid, I got no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, nichts mit präsentieren. The Kitakis.
Little Plum? That's a really cute name for someone's...
Oh.
Yes?
Whoa. What is it, Apollo? How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Trucy?
Well, that seems like a bit of a needless procedure.
I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures.
Oh, little girl, you should know we're gangsters.
Oh, that means you're the bad guys. Trucy, through me, please. I'm begging you here.
The bad guys, I like the sound of that.
I'm gonna need some warm tea after this.
It takes a lot of hard work to protect the family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys.
So you're saying that business is in a slump? Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please. Last night's accident. So there was supposedly a car accident here last night.
Last night?
Of course you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you.
Wait.
Yes?
You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away.
That's my daddy.
I should have known. One of our cabos thought he'd make a great point man.
Point man? Could you avoid using too much industry lingo?
In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since morning. Blah.
Cleaning up this paint. Splattered paint. Was this paint spilled at the time of the accident?
It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise and found your father drowning in a sea of paint.
So you came to his rescue?
Well, you have my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint, then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see.
I'm sure the dragging is glaring at me. But why are you out here cleaning it up?
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you? Please go through me when you want to.
Don't be such a stiff lawyer boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image.
Yes.
But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to the people, see?
How noble of him.
I avail myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with.
Public facilities? I wonder if she means the trash can. Kann ich jetzt irgendwie da rübergehen? Ah, look around. Ah. What the fuck are you? Who's that? She's looking at the park. She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know? There's something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. ist eigentlich da hinten los? Das looks like there's some trouble by the park gate. I smell an incident.
Ma'am, there's no entry to the park.
Now, don't you tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home.
Please get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am. That's quite the determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park. You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous.
Hey, miss, stay out of the park.
He got mad at me. Did something happen here, officer?
Oh, no, move along. Nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play someplace else?
We're not kids and we're not playing. I'm an attorney. Something wrong?
Oh, Detective Sky, we're fine, ma'am. Nothing to report.
Da haben wir die neue Gumshoe. Detective? Why is she wearing a lab coat? You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed. Got a point there. And these kids are?
Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers.
Why don't you kids run along and play someplace else? Look, we're not. Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. Want a dose of experimental what the fuck is that? Hydroxyacelunodosatrase? Come again? What's hydroxy stuff? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. Try to keep out the riffraff if you would.
Yes, ma'am.
How are we going to get more information like this? Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street? Oh yes, that nice woman. I gotta say, I'd really like to know what happened here.
Hey, I said no one goes in. Unless you want a face full of hydroxyade or what it was.
No dice. There's a big trash can on the way into the park. I guess we could check it out. A detective's life sure is a hard one. I'm an attorney, actually. Two pieces of garbage with paint on them. These are slippers. Stehen da the Merectis Clinic vielleicht? Das ist ein C, oder? The Merectis irgendwas. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go in a car? It's a side view mirror. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something. Or someone. Wait, you don't think... I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright. Wow, and he took off its mirror? I never knew Daddy was so strong. I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. Which you want to take? Naja, es ist leider eh gerade 11. Dann können wir uns das ja bis nächstes Mal überlegen, was wir mitnehmen. Dann war es das leider erstmal für heute. Ich bin mal gespannt. Ich erinnere mich wirklich nicht mehr an viel aus diesem Fall. Ich meine, wir haben ja noch nicht mal einen Fall. Irgendwie muss es ja noch dazu kommen, dass wir irgendjemanden verteidigen sollen. Aber wir haben auch noch niemanden getroffen, den wir verteidigen sollen. Da bin ich mal gespannt, wie sich das weiterentwickelt und wer jetzt überhaupt unser Klient wird, den wir dann vor Gericht verteidigen müssen. Und warum. Und wie diese drei Sachen überhaupt zusammenhängen. Ich meine, Phoenix wurde angefahren, Nudelstand wurde geklaut und Panties. Über die Sven offenbar irgendwas weiß, was wir nicht wissen. Sven kennt sich offenbar aus mit Trucy's Panties. Dann sag ich mal gute Nacht und bis nächsten Mittwoch. Auf Wiedersehen.